Right now at 6, the father of the teen accused in the Abundant Life Christian School shooting faces a judge.
And Senator Tammy Baldwin meets with local veterans, raising concerns over deep cuts to Veterans Affairs.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Online video appears to show a man hurling racial slurs at a black man at the Onalaska Walmart. News 8 Now has obtained the video. And while we have blocked the profanity, we do want to warn you that the footage may still be disturbing. This is the video posted to Facebook yesterday. A white Chevy sedan driving past a black man who was walking toward a car in a handicapped spot. Commenters claim the man had forgotten to hang a handicapped parking sticker in his car. News 8 Now has not been able to verify that. A photo shows the agitated driver stopped behind the parked car and apparently taking a picture. One legal expert says the driver could face a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct with a hate crime enhancer.
As far as resolution, I suspect that at some point the argument would be made that this person has a right to say whatever they want under the free speech clause. But of course, it's pretty clear based on the community outrage that this is something that caused a disturbance. It's very serious and it's offensive.
The enhancer would bump the maximum penalty to a year in jail and a $10,000 fine. The driver's identity is not known.
The father of the teenager who police say opened fire at Abundant Life Christian School made his first court appearance in a Dane County courtroom today. 42-year-old Jeffrey Ruppnow is charged with 2 felony counts of intentionally selling dangerous weapons. During the hearing today, the Dane County District Attorney asked the judge to set his bond at $100,000. But the judge ultimately set his bond at $2,000. Ruppnow is expected to be back in court on June 9th.
A La Crescent teen who went missing in March is missing again. La Crescent police say 15-year-old Jordan Jade Provo, who also goes by Kai, was last seen in La Crescent last night. They believe she left home overnight without her essential medications. Police consider her endangered and ask you to contact them if you have any information. She's 5 feet tall and weighs about 100 pounds.
Senator Tammy Baldwin meeting with local veterans to discuss DOJ cuts to Veterans Affairs. Today's roundtable was held at the American Legion Post 336 in Onalaska. According to a Wisconsin VA report, over 2,400 VA employees have already been cut from their jobs, and over 80,000 more are expected. Al Baldwin warned that the DOJ cuts are now not making the government more efficient, but it's actually creating more harm than gain.
DOJ, the Department of Government Efficiency, was created allegedly to go after fraud, waste, and abuse. But what we're seeing actually happen couldn't be further from that goal. And it's creating havoc, uncertainty, anxiety, frankly, for those who don't know how it's going to impact them and their mental health and their physical health.
Baldwin also called for the Trump administration to add new protections for workers at the Veterans Crisis Line.
A local conservation group is fighting to keep their newest team member after federal cuts, and they say they need your help. Members of the Mississippi Valley Conservancy say they were blindsided when the Trump administration slashed AmeriCorps funding, affecting 1,000 programs nationwide. Days after hiring a new conservation intern, the organization learned her federally funded position was eliminated. The executive director of the Conservancy said that interns like Emily are a major force in helping not only the environment, but the communities they serve.
You know, these young people do work, whether it's disaster relief, conservation work. They do a lot in communities across the nation. And I know that people care, and we want to give them an opportunity to show that they care by helping to support Emily.
We have a link to donate on our website. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Wisconsin teens are a top concern.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us in the newsroom with the details. Grace.
6 out of 10 high school students reported a mental health concern in 2023. Experts say it's an issue that continues to raise concerns. More than 50% of high school students in Wisconsin are facing mental health challenges. Over the last 10 years, teen depression is up 42%, anxiety 29%. The challenges stem from academic pressure, climate change, and political divisiveness. Youth mental health challenges aren't exclusive to the school year, especially for students that don't have access to resources at home.
We know that less than half of kids get treatment for their mental health conditions, and more than 75% who do get treatment get it at school.
Hall says the best thing parents can do is watch for signs and practice open communication with their children. Parents can also utilize Great Rivers 211 to find local mental health resources. In the newsroom, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Okay, thank you, Grace.
Well, plenty of sunshine out there for today. Warm conditions once again, even warm for some areas. Did reach 80 degrees. Others were in the 70s. We do have a little bit of a cold front coming through this evening. You can see cloud cover in the Eau Claire cam right now picking up that. La Crosse will see that a little bit later now. There's your high temperatures in the mid 80s, even upper 80s. You go further west in Minnesota. As you go further east, it gets a little bit cooler towards like the mid 70s as you go into southwest Wisconsin too. Now that cold front is not going to provide much an opportunity other than some clouds as we work through. As you see, conditions can be fantastic. 65 with a few clouds later on for La Crosse. That south wind will begin to lighten up a little bit. Clouds early for Eau Claire, maybe a sprinkle, but I think that's really not going to happen. Otherwise, the winds will begin to turn around behind that front, but still pleasant conditions, just getting into the 60s. Now, a lot of this is not reaching the ground because it's called virga. It's just too dry at the surface, and sometimes you can even get lightning with this, and that's called dry lightning, and that can lead to fire issues. And right now, that line is producing a little bit of lightning to the southwest of Mankato right there. But you notice those are the relative humidities indicating that a lot of this will not reach the ground, but we could have some gusty winds going on along with it. And there's your bigger story of the front. The bigger story for going on tonight is the temperatures will not be as cool as we had. We had frost conditions this morning. As you wake up, much more 40s and 50s. We'll kind of plan out the rest of the weekend, how Mother's Day, how warm it's going to get, and how long the stretch of warm and dry conditions will last a bit later.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Well, with a day like today, a sweet treat might be just the thing to kickstart the weekend. Well, a new Crumble cookie location just off Highway 16 in Onalaska may soon satisfy those cravings. However, the famed cookie restaurant still hiring 18 crew members as it prepares to open later this month. Positions range in pay from $10 an hour to $16 an hour.
Well, as many UWL students, some other students also got to showcase their hard work to their peers. Nearly 400 students' hard work was featured at the 7th Annual Research and Creativity Symposium. Presentations include scholarly research, artistic works, and exhibits from all academic disciplines across campus. One presenter said the event also allows students to showcase their skills to their peers and professors.
This symposium is really a way for us to kind of celebrate their hard work, their ingenuity, and really the skills that they've learned over the course of this research process that they'll take with them once they leave the university.
State Representatives Jill Billings and Brad Paff were expected to attend.
Well, it is the end of a journey for students at UW-La Crosse. Today, the last day of class. Final exams, though, start Monday and continue through the week. But for now, UWL students are focused on their summer plans and enjoying the end of the semester.
I will be working a lot. I also coach a softball team over the summer, so I'm looking forward to that, but also just enjoying time with friends and family for sure too.
Definitely looking forward to going back home and just being in the sun and being free from schoolwork.
Yeah.
And the faculty have until May 23rd to submit those final grades.
And in Winona, proud graduates got to turn their tassels today to celebrate their years of hard work. Today's ceremonies were split into 3 parts. One was held at 9 this morning, a second at noon, and finally a graduate student-only commencement at 3. After crossing the stage, each graduate got the chance to ring the traditional commencement bell, marking their achievement. Before they walked the stage, some students told us the biggest thing they'll remember these past 4 years.
To enter into a career that she enjoys, actually, more than anything. It's been fun to watch her grow, learn, and experience new things, develop friendships, and yeah, really looking forward to see what she does next.
Coming up tonight, a Westby cow is in the running for a big title, and your vote could make the difference.
Plus, see how your support could help plant 1,000 trees.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen, and our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
At the University of Wisconsin-Madison, we believe in working together to address real-world challenges. That's why we're proud to help farmers cultivate healthy food and landowners preserve and maintain forest land. We're proud to educate the next generation of teachers and drive groundbreaking medical research. Together, we make an impact that rings loud and clear. One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day sale, Friday through Sunday. Get pork loin, just $1.77 a pound. Chobani, just 99 cents. Hy-Vee cereal, just $1.48. Fresh blueberries, just $2.48. Plus, save on Pepsi products. Gatorade 8-packs, just $4.99 with digital coupon. And get a free $10 Hy-Vee gift card with $30 purchase of any P&G products. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
A Westby cow needs your help to win a major award. Denver from the Loom family farm is currently competing to become Organic Valley's happiest cow. The contest features 3 rounds, with the top 4 cows advancing after each round. Another incentive to vote, Organic Valley says they will also plant 1,000 trees once they reach 10,000 votes.
Whenever we're out here, she's most often the first one to come up right behind you and give you a lick and say, like, what's going on? What are we doing? So I really enjoy that about her personality.
Round 1 ends May 11th. You can vote for your favorite smiling cow online. We'll have a link to the voting site on our website, news8000.com.
50 dates in 50 states. That's a goal one man is accomplishing for the 3rd time, and he's continuing his journey right here in La Crosse. Matthew Warnig's mission is simple: to go on a date with a different girl in each state. It's part of his series, 50 Dates, 50 States. Today, his date is with Quick Trip employee Samantha Benish. A visit to Grandad Bluff, the world's largest 6-pack, dinner and ice cream are on the agenda. He says he prefers it when his dates do most of the planning.
My date here in Wisconsin did a phenomenal job about planning some of the fun things we were going to do. And from that, we basically put things into a date itinerary, and then we just have a fun-filled day, whether that's 1 to 2 activities, dinner, drinks, and then I film a lot of that stuff to highlight and put on social media.
Warnig has over 700,000 followers, and you can catch his dating adventures on TikTok and YouTube.
We will have more news ahead.
But first,
yeah, it's going to be a fantastic Mother's Day weekend. Plenty of sunshine, warm temperatures. We'll break down how long this warm and dry pattern will last, and finally when we might see more precipitation. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
You can really taste the hickory on this Arby's 6-hour smoked pulled pork.
You know, I always thought your best quality was your flavor palette.
Well, you know, people think I'm funny, too.
Nah, it's your palate.
What?
Arby's, we have the meat.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers?
Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
King Furniture would like to wish all moms a happy Mother's Day. And this year, let's skip the flowers and get her a gift she'll enjoy every single day. It's the Mother's Day trade-in sale at King Furniture, where you can trade in your old furniture and get huge savings on something brand new. Trade in that old tired recliner for a brand new style, or upgrade mom to the bedroom she's always dreamt of. Plus, find savings of up to 60% store-wide. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable, only at King Furniture.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Fleet Farm's Garden Center has discounts on hundreds of plants, flowers, vegetables, fertilizers, and more. Like Farm Fresh Selects 10-inch hanging baskets for $17.99. And large bags of Miracle-Gro all-purpose garden soil for just $7.99. Plus, get a 21-inch full-bore 3-in-1 push mower on sale for only $259.99. When it comes to the great outdoors, let Fleet Farm handle all your patio, lawn, and garden needs at the best prices guaranteed.
The Driftless region is a thriving community where tradition and innovation shine. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like iron, sulfur, PFAS, and manganese. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
I was going to show you the observed highs today because it kind of relates to what you're going to see tomorrow because it depends on location. You see a lot of areas were to the 80s to the west, 81 in Eau Claire, but further to the southeast, low to mid 70s in southwest Wisconsin and adjacent areas into Iowa. Now tomorrow, it depends on where you're at really. As you see these temperatures further to the west with that northeast wind behind that cold front will actually drop a few degrees. So Winona up to Eau Claire, Ladysmith, it's going to drop as you go further south and east, where they're not going to see the impacts or they were cooler today, they're actually going to come up. So Lansing all the way down to Richland Center, areas into Iowa, even La Crosse, we're going to come up or just be very similar. So just depends. Still mild and dry for everyone, but there will be that northeast wind you will feel, especially further north you go. Now going into Sunday, it's actually still going to be mild. Seasonable conditions Sunday night, no issues to speak of. As we go into Mother's Day now, we're going to have the wind pick up in the afternoon, so you could see some breezes up to 20 miles per hour, especially in the higher elevations. We should get up in the 70s. Further west you go, likely chance more you're going to see into the low 80s too. And then going into Monday, that wind picks up again in the afternoon once again, so we'll get back up to the 80s. We could see a few mid 80s. And once again, further west you go, better shot to see that. So very warm conditions and breezy afternoon and dry too. That's the bigger story, is dry. Relative humidities around the area could be in the 20s to teens for Sunday, Monday, even in Tuesday. They do have a fire weather watch for Sunday that's further west into Minneapolis or west of Minnesota. They're going to have where the winds and the relative humidity be dry enough. We're at least doing fairly well with that. We're greening up now, so the fuels aren't that dry as the moment, but it will be dry out there. You'll notice that dryness continues. And here's your temperatures for Tuesday. A lot of 80s, and the heat wave out to the west continues where they'll see probably more 90 potential out there, so they might have a fire weather issue going on for additional day. We'll be in the 80s, maybe even some upper 80s too, so quite warm. Now eventually it will change, but not until we get to Thursday. That's when the first system comes through, so storms Thursday night. A little too early to say if we're going to have severe yet. We'll have to keep an eye as we get closer. We have a little bit of a break Friday, Sunday. Cooler, could still be a few showers, but you'll definitely notice the temperature come down a little bit. And then another system potentially for next Sunday night, that could have another opportunity to rain. So all three things, we're not expecting any of these days, even next weekend, to be complete washouts at this point, but the chances do increase for some wet weather. And if you like cooler conditions, I think we'll see some of those too. And if we kind of plan that out, you can see here's this first wave coming Thursday. It's going to lift north probably Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening around the showers and thunderstorms. Then the low is going to kind of park right to our north, so we could still see a few showers coming along this probably Saturday and Sunday. But I think a lot of that time frame for Saturday into early Sunday will be dry, cooler, and then as I mentioned, we have another system that will approach from the southwest. That'll be more probably for Sunday and Sunday night. That'll be another opportunity for rain. But in the meantime, it's going to be dry and warm all the way through Wednesday. Upper 80s are definitely possible on any of these days, along with very dry conditions in the afternoon, so you'll notice that in your skin too, how dry it's going to feel. Otherwise, we'll have the precipitation come by Thursday and Friday, and we'll update you as we get closer to that. So Looks like a dry stretch will continue at least through Wednesday, and then we might see some changes towards Thursday and Friday.
No complaints here.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, conference tourney time. Eagles softball and baseball teams looking to extend their stay in Whitewater. Plus, the T-Wolves now eyeing a road victory in San Francisco tomorrow night. News on Anthony Edwards' injury status and more with Jacob next.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Memorial Day savings are going on now at Ashley. Summer is heating up with our incredible selection of hot buys starting at just $2.99. Plus, pay over time with 0% interest for 72 months. Shop in store and online, only at Ashley.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
The biggest thing I want to get across to people, whether it's via email or voicemail or text, is we are a local Wisconsin family-owned turnkey solar company.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy. How can you lose?
Save big and get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Upgrade your bathroom today with Sterling tubs and showers that fit your style and budget. Right now, get this ensemble shower kit for only $669.99 after rebate. Seal up your projects with GE Painters Pro Caulk. It's resistant to water and mold, making it ideal for both indoor and outdoor paint projects. Pick it up today for just $299 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Here at Schneider Heating, we have a huge emphasis on culture, getting along, working together. We follow through on our promises, and we get the job done.
We will do what we need to do to ensure that you are safe, comfortable, and happy.
We have a lot of veteran installers who really care, and even more put their mind at ease by installing Carrier equipment.
We're not just putting in a furnace. You know, you're hiring the whole company. You're hiring our service department, our install department, just a ton of experience. We're very helpful.
The Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now at Ashley. Save up to $500 on adjustable sets from Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months with select mattress purchase when you buy in store. Shop in store and online today. Only at Ashley.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, I'm not sure many had lacrosse and Whitewater, the top two seeds, losing in the first round of the WIAC baseball tournament yesterday. Nonetheless, both squads hoping to keep their run alive in an elimination game this morning. First inning, the Eagles strike for a couple runs. Jack Olver comes through as that double down the line makes it 2-0 UWL. Wouldn't take long for the Warhawks to respond, though. Andy Tice goes the opposite way to make it a 2-run lead for the hosts. Then, big moment in the fifth inning. First pitch to the Eagles, Mac Bourne. He likes it and drills it deep to left center, and that home run puts Lacrosse on top by 1. But again, it's a big response by Whitewater. Matt Skolin at the dish with a man on, and he launches it deep and gone. The Warhawk bullpen wouldn't allow any more Eagle runs as UWL bounced from the WIAC tournament. And in softball action, Eagles taking on Platteville. We're scoreless in the fourth, but the Pioneers would strike. Melissa Dietz takes Kaylee Nemiak yard. Platteville opens up the scoring in this one now 2-0 in the fifth with a runner on. Allison Peters gets all of this pitch for the Pioneers deep to center field for another big fly. They go up by 5, and in the sixth, this was the knockout punch. Platteville putting it out of reach courtesy of Peyton Murphy with the grand slam. Pioneers knock out 4 home runs as they eliminate UWL 9-0. Well, it's quite the response to a very disappointing Game 1 for the Timberwolves last night as they had a wire-to-wire win over the Warriors 117-93 the final. Julius Randle, the leading scorer in Game 2 for Minnesota, says the T-Wolves weren't overlooking Golden State in Game 1. The 5-day break did have an effect on their performance.
I think we were rusty, you know. This is not the team to be overconfident versus. They're a championship team. They have championship DNA. We've said that from the beginning. So if we want to win this series, we're going to have to, you know, take every game seriously, and we're going to have to win every game. You know, it's not going to be handed to us.
And a brief scare for T-Wolves fans in the building. Last night, Anthony Edwards exiting in the game with an ankle injury. He did come back to play. ESPN's Shams Charania reporting that Ant will be good to go for tomorrow's game in San Francisco. And the winner of the News 8 Play of the Week is Central's Katie Biondo. Biondo and her Riverhawk teammates were down 1-0 in the 74th minute until the senior had some space and fired in an equalizer in the bottom left corner. Central is rolling this year, guys. They're the eighth ranked team in Division II. And this was a tight race, a lot of votes. Sometimes those smaller schools and those smaller communities get the votes going, but lacrosse did show out for this one. So congrats to them and congrats to Katie for a great play.
Oh, it's a great goal. To curl it into the back corner like that, and keeper's going to have a tough time.
It's a harder game than it looks. I played it in college, and it was terrifying. The women running towards you, and you're just scared for your shins.
Yes, that's why the guards are there.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. It was terrifying.
Thanks, Jacob. Yes.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Lassen Exteriors. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Visit HometownChevy.com.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Lassen Exteriors. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Well, enjoy the warm, dry conditions because we got them through next Wednesday, so definitely a great weekend ahead.
All right,
Sounds
simple
good.
enough. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6.